welcome back to the channel where we cover cryptocurrencies, NFT gaming, play to earn games, and everything else that we can. Today we are looking at Splinterlands and specifically the Chaos Legion cards. Now I'm going to be going over the top Chaos Legion cards that I am seeing. Unfortunately, I have not had an opportunity to pick up any packs. I don't have enough of the vouchers to pick them up. I'm waiting for the general sale to hopefully pick up some of these very powerful cards. So looking at the market, we are going to go to the Chaos Legion and we are going to go to our fire cards. Now, out of these ones, one that I've seen super successful is this Tyranny Striker. He does have the sneak ability. When he gets a little bit higher, he picks up the dodge ability as well as the backfire ability. But I have seen him in almost every single fire formation that I've seen, sitting right there in the back line. I've also gotten burned a couple times just because he does have relatively low cost, but he has a significant amount of damage and health. 6 health is pretty good for a rare card, especially within here. It seems like boosted with Tarza is what I normally see it run. Since we've had Chaos Legion release, it seems like a lot of the older cards nobody is using, and it seems like everything that I'm fighting is brand new cards. So definitely a solid card to pick up at 96 cents. Again, I'm waiting for the packs to see if I can pick up a couple of those. Now within the water, there's really one or two that stand out here. One is this Wave Broad. Absolutely mammoth, guys. Has 12 health, taunt, and close range, meaning that he can go with the first position and will still attack. Now looking at his stats as well, he picks up Void Armor. That is right, guys. At level 4, he picks up Void Armor. Then he gets Return Fire a little bit later, but that Void Armor is going to make him super difficult to kill because of the high health and being able to mitigate the damage on there. Very strong card to have. In addition, the other one that a lot of players are really talking about is this right here, the Deep Lurker. So him having the opportunity ability, he does have relatively high health with a pretty low cost, but he has 3 damage overall, which is awesome. And he does pick up poison at level 6. So not only is he going to target the ability with the enemy with the lowest health, so really a finisher when it comes to building him. He's also common, which makes him relatively cheap, 25 cents to pick up, which I think is a pretty good deal. Again, most water teams that I have been fighting deal with him, especially because they run this summoner right here, Keela, which gives him an ability to be shielding, meaning from melee attacks or from ranged attacks, he does an opportunity to shield some of those. And also a lot of players have been loving this Hardy Stonefish. For 1 cost with a shield and some health, shuts down melee and range because you do have to attack him twice for simply 1 mana. It's a very good cost deficient there. Now within the earth, the Goblin Psychic, it has been a go-to. That is a very, very strong card to have, coupled with the Obsidian. Adding magic damage, you can run some very solid magic teams in here. We see it with the Regal Pertion. Very strong, and I've also seen a lot of melee teams with this Kearney Knifer, but overall Goblin Psychic absolutely amazing with the heal ability. Can start off with 3 magic damage, which is phenomenal because of the ability to forego the armor. Very strong card there. Now within life, I love this guy right here, guys. This is one that does double attack. Coupled again with the summoner, you can actually get 3 ranged attack. And it does pick up the flying ability a little bit later, but ultimately you can have 3 ranged attack. He attacks twice each round, meaning you can do 6 total damage when coupled with the summoner right here, General Sloan. Very cool hero to have. Also within here, we did get the Time Mage. So we have another hero that has the slow ability, very strong in there as well. Looking at the death, now this deck, there's really 2 cards that stand out that a lot of players are really using. One, this Magi Necrosis, super strong, guys. Has a snipe ability, has the camouflage ability, so they are not targeted unless in the first position, meaning you don't have to worry about them being absolutely destroyed. Has 2 magical damage, which is very strong. Does pick up oppression and stun. later on when you're building out this card, making this one super strong to build for any death deck that you're building. Another one that I've used, and I've used very successfully, guys, is this Riftwing. Big thing with Riftwing, relatively cheap, but it does have the scavenger ability. So a lot of times when you're taking out little heroes, or if you're using stuff like the slime or you're using stuff like the chicken, he is going to gain a crazy amount of health relatively fast when you're taking out targets, which I love to build. Also looking at his stats, he does get quite a bit. He gets backfire, he gets headwinds. There are a couple of additional stats that he gets as he's getting built up. Then of course the Cursed Wendigo. He is one that I like. Later on, he does pick up a heal and a slow, but ultimately having the Thorns ability shuts down a majority of the melee combat teams that you're fighting. This guy really does it well. I've been really successful running this card. I cannot wait to get it leveled up a little bit more. Looking here at the dragons, I actually have not used any of the dragons, but I know a lot of players have said this summoner in particular, very strong, especially with the minus to the speed and also to the range, works very well. It looks like all of them are relatively strong. Again, I haven't had an opportunity to use them because I don't have them. I run with most of the starter decks, being relatively new to Splinterlands. And of course, the final one, guys, the neutral. Two cards here that I've gotten a lot of talking about. Dr. Blight, number 1, being a very strong card. If you look at him, guys, a legendary neutral unit for 4. He comes with Affliction and he comes with Camouflage. He also picks up Poison, he picks up Scavenger, and he picks up Weaken, which at level 4 is insane to have all 5 of these abilities. He's going to be super difficult to kill because you cannot target him. In addition, he is going to scavenge. So by the time you can target him, we don't even know how much life he's going to have at that point, which is very cool to see him particularly. The other one that I've been using out of here quite a bit is a Zenith Monk. Relatively low cost, relatively high health. He also does pick up a heal at level 2. So you only need 5 cards and he will actually pick up a heal, making him a much stronger tank for a relatively low cost. Any, battles that are a very low mana cost, he is a good one to put in there because of his abilities. Again, I want to get him up to level 2. That way we can utilize him and really build him out. All right, guys, so that'll do it for the Chaos Legion. Again, I am waiting for the general sale. It is happening pretty soon. We're about 41, almost 41% done with the pack so far, which would be awesome. Cannot wait. We have some of our credits sitting right there to pick up some packs. So just buying our time to hopefully get some really impressive cards out of here and continue the packs. Again, this account and my only account, I'm relatively new to Splinterlands. It's been a lot of fun. I've been really trying to compete and find a way to make a life deck work, which I feel like I have in my last couple battles. I've won quite a few of them. Trying to get a deck that actually works within life seems super difficult, especially because, as you can see, my power rating of Bronze 2 is fairly low. So if you have any Splinterland tips out there, definitely let me know in the comments. And as always, thank you guys for watching.